Every year, a video game comes out. It's one video game to rule them all. I am obviously talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Now, I have been a fan of Call of Duty since Call of Duty, really Call of Duty 1, but really became a fan in Call of Duty 3. Now, for me, I'm going to start off with a campaign, and then I am going to go through to zombies, and then finally talk about multiplayer. Now, I'm not going to be touching too much on multiplayer because it's Call of Duty. We know what to expect. If you want a review about the multiplayer, spoiler alert, it's the same as it is every year, only minor tweaks. So today I'm just going to be talking about zombies and campaign. Now, for me, this campaign is probably the best campaign that we have had in a very, very long time. I can only think of one instance where another Call of Duty campaign had me gripped like this, and that was in 2019 with Modern Warfare. And the campaign before that, we're talking probably Infinite Warfare, if not even earlier. The last one that really had me gripped was probably Call of Duty Ghosts. That came out years ago. So yes, the campaign in Black Ops 6 is probably the best campaign we have had in years. Now, as you can see, this is just clips from the first level that I'm going to be showing you. I'm not going to be showing you any more than this first mission, purely for the fact of I feel that you need to go and play this yourself. It is free if you have Xbox Game Pass, both on Xbox and on PC. I will go into the campaign. I won't make any spoilers, but I will say that there are moments. The first half of the game is your typical action thriller, a wee bit of spy espionage. And the middle ground, the middle part of the campaign, there is one level in particular where you think, oh damn, okay, this is pretty spooky, what is going on? Followed by, who am I? Can I trust anyone? Have I actually got any friends around me? But these guys, they think, these guys you think are your teammates. Are they your teammates? Am I the bad guy? I don't know. Even to this day, I still have questions about the campaign that I feel will not get answered until the next Treyarch Call of Duty game, next Black Ops game. Unless they bring out like a DLC, a campaign DLC to really get in, I'm going to have to wait probably another 2, maybe 3 years. Next up should be Sledgehammer Games and then Infinity Ward again. So I could be looking at a 3-year wait to find out exactly what is going on. And that is what makes a good campaign. It's all well and good just going in and making it a fun action game. And there is only another game that I can think of where I thought, oh, it's your typical meathead soldier game, but then completely flipped on his head, and that was Spec Ops: The Line. Now, when I say that this campaign is something special, it is something special. If you haven't played it yet, definitely play it, and the campaign alone is going to give this a good score, and I'm not even kidding. It is that good. I implore you, go and play the campaign. I know that a lot of people play Call of Duty for the multiplayer and the zombies. Like myself, I do play a lot of multiplayer. I play zombies with my partner a lot, but the campaign has to be what I have to play first. I feel it gets overlooked a lot because in multiplayer, which is one of the reasons why I'm not going to be covering multiplayer, the content creators, the unemployed, the kids, they are on it 24/7. They have already prestiged once, if not 4 times, and at the moment the multiplayer just isn't that fun when skill based matchmaking is on your side, you do have a good time. But more often than not, I found myself frustrated. But if I didn't play the campaign first, I would have been in a worse position. So play the campaign.
It is imperative that we reactivate the systems that power this infernal place. The central database will help us locate Myers. Sooner we rescue Nathan, sooner we can all get off this godforsaken spot.
Shall we talk about zombies? I feel like we should talk about zombies now. Let me tell you that I have played the zombies mode, since World at War. I remember completing the World at War campaign and thinking, done, brilliant. Let me try some multiplayer, sure. Only for me to then go get that fade in, the mist, and then a zombie coming running at me, and then Nazi zombies pops up on the screen. And from that moment, I fell in love with the zombies mode, not because it's just fun. And it was fun. I remember World at War, there were no real perks, there was no story, it was just blind bit of fun. And they didn't really bring in a story until, I think it was DLC 3 or 4 of Black Ops 1. And ever since then, just fell in love with the whole story of zombies and the perks, the gameplay loop, everything. It is just, for me, it's addictive. I can't help it. So when I say zombies is back, I really mean it. Because for me, the best zombies that was ever been released, and I know everyone's also been saying it, but it is true, is Black Ops 3. Now, what made Black Ops 3 really, for me, the best was the gameplay loop. You can customize your weapons. You had the gobble gums, which can, make or break a run. You have the difficulty spikes. You had elemental weapons. Not to say you didn't have elemental weapons in Black Ops 2. I'm looking at you, Origins, but I mean, look at Der Eisendrache in Black Ops 3. Those bows really made the level, I feel. And the atmosphere of Terminus, which is what you're seeing now, is so on point for zombies. For once, I'm excited. I normally would get bored of zombies after like 20 odd rounds. I would just tune out and I'm like, I don't even try to survive. In this, I am surviving up into World Pass round 30. There is so many things to do. You level up your weapons across the board, so it's not just the zombies mode that you are leveling up. It is also multiplayer. So if you ever feel you've unlocked a weapon in multiplayer and it's too much of a grind to get the attachments for it, all you literally have to do is play a round of zombies and you will have unlocked a lot of attachments for the weapon. Same with the camos. You want to grind your camos, you play zombies. It's just that easy. I don't have any more advice on that. But I digress. The zombies mode is, I would say, a love child of Black Ops 3 and Cold War. Why Cold War? Well, it was the last game that Treyarch done. They've kept a lot of the mechanics from Cold War, so you do have your armor, although this time you don't have a mannequin to go up to get your armor. You have wall buys, and with the wall buys, it starts off small. I think you start off with one bit of armor anyway. Then you can go up to a wall buy, and I believe it's 4,000 points to get your 2 armor and 10,000 points to get your 3 armor. It is imperative that you do at least have 2 armors before attempting like a boss fight, or if you're going high rounds. You do not want to be just left with 1 because you will go down quick. Have your 3 or 2 armor. It is important. Now, weapon rarities make a return, but this time, again, you don't go to the dummy, the mannequin, whatever you want to call it, and upgrade. In fact, there is in fact a little, it looks like a perk machine, but it's not. It's called the Arsenal. That is where you can buy your ammo mods and where you can upgrade your weapon rarity. To begin with, I would say upgrade your rarity before you pack a punch. Now, to upgrade your rarity, it uses salvage. You know, you can do both. It's not you're using points to upgrade your rarity, you are using salvage. But don't just rely on pack-a-punch, because you will need to also rely on your salvage. You will have to rely on your rarity to really do some punches. But all in all, the zombies mode is fantastic. The new Gobblegum system, where you don't have to pay money to use Dr. Monty's factory, or, you know, even play to get the Divinium liquids. It is literally just a random roll of the dice of what you get, and I prefer that. I feel that is a lot more fair across the board. It's fair for everyone, and there's no gambling. Essentially, you're not putting any money in. You're not using any currency to get the Gobblegums. It is just a random reward that you get, which is how it should be from the start. No microtransactions to get them, because microtransactions have ruined gaming. I'm looking at you, Fortnite. You started it. The same with the Battle Pass. You started that craze, and I will forever hate you for it. Anyway, I digress. Back to zombies. Again, I'm showing you early round footage of Terminus, because I really want you guys to understand and feel the game. It is one thing to see gameplay, but it is a whole other thing together to really play. You have to understand it, because talking about it all day for me would be bias, because I love it and I feel that I need to be unbiased when it comes to, well, when it comes to reviews. All in all, it is awesome to have it back. I mean, overall, it's just another Call of Duty. I mean, every year it sells really well. It will always become the top 5 bought game over Christmas. And you know what? That's okay. It is. I mean, the Omni movement, yeah, it does keep things interesting. But at the end of the day, I feel that in 2 months' time, maybe 3 months' time, nobody's going to care about this. Nobody. And that's where it's really gone wrong, because it's all the same. And I say this at every release, they need to take a break. What they need to do is come together, make one big final Call of Duty that they can just keep updating for about 4 years, and have Sledgehammer Games do the campaign, Infinity Ward do the multiplayer, and have Treyarch do a zombies mode. And just leave it. They gotta leave it for 4 years, because absence makes the heart grow stronger, and this has a very quick drop-off rate. I mean, is it worth buying? I mean, yeah, sure. If you want to have a bit of dumb fun, 100% get it, but get it on Game Pass. I wouldn't pay full price. Not that they don't deserve it, they do. But it is just more of the same. And I just feel like Call of Duty needs to have a rest period. So in today's review, I'm going to give this a solid 7 out of 10. It is just more of the same, but the campaign really brought it up to a 7. The campaign and zombies brought it up to a 7. The multiplayer is just the same as it was last year. It's the same as Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, Cold War. It's just more of the same. So 7 out of 10. Great campaign. Very high action, high octane with some scares. Zombies, very fun, very addictive loop. 100%. Those 2 modes there alone, 7 out of 10. Campaign is a must. Zombies is a must. Multiplayer, you know what to expect. You don't need me to tell you that. But on that note, I'm going to end it here. So thank you all for watching. And remember, I also do stream all of the gameplay live over on twitch.tv/George the Fat Man if you ever want to pop by and see me play this live, and then let me know what you think as well. We do have a comment section for a reason, so let me know what you think down below. Are you enjoying it? Do you think there is much change? Do you agree with me? Do you think Call of Duty should just have one last hurrah and then have a hiatus? Let me know down below. And as always, I will see you all in the next review.